Hello world of crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Epic Battle Fantasy 2! So we are back where we left off at the end of the last video, and I, died. We're gonna try not to do that again. Let's see, this is gonna be entering the factory area, which I believe is getting down to the end of the game. I don't know exactly how much there is left after this, but I don't believe there's a... Ow. I don't believe there's a tremendous amount. I have replayed the game pretty much the same way that you saw in the video, just perhaps a little bit more efficiently. Knowing what was coming and that sort of thing. But we'll, let's see, we'll come out of this much better than we were doing before. I could use Power Metal on Matt, but I also kind of want to use Heal More on Natalie so that I get the regen, so I think we'll, I guess there's nothing stopping me from doing both, technically, but, let's use Airstrike on that, and that's going to be one of the big bombs, which is going to do a decent chunk there. We've got Limit Breaks for Natalie. I kind of want to save that, though. Because, let's use Heal More again. I don't know exactly how close the boss is, and I want to have that ready to go. But let's see. I'll use it if I have to, if I really get in trouble, but hopefully it won't come down to that. So, we're going to get the regen. I'm going to go and, not be able to do anything. Cayenne will purify. Alright, fine, we'll do that. So, I do kind of want to get rid of all the negative side effects all at the same time. So, let's do this. Alright. We can call in the airstrike again, and we'll see if... Alright, so that's the small bombs, and that's gonna at least take down the spirit and do a good chunk to the flybots. Alright. You're almost dead. Ow. Ow. Alright, regen. We might as well not have to waste any MP using attacks that using moves that would just, you know, be just as well served on a regular attack. So, we'll get through that round pretty okay. Alright, max potion. Who's up next? A wave complete screen is up next. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to buffing Matt's attack. How about Natalie's defense? Swordsman, potion thief, aerial support, ready edge. Buffs attack when switching swords. Interesting. I'm gonna go with aerial support because going into the factory, I think that's explosive attacks are gonna be a good one to have. Elusive, magic defense, heal and heal more, mighty mage. Let's go with healer. Alright. Does that include Kayun? I don't know if that includes Kayun or not. Anyway. I don't like the look of this place. And what's with that fancy car over there? I am not a car. Says you. Get out of the way, Nooblets. This area has been quarantined. Well, your lives are forfeit either way now that you've seen me. The earth must be purged of all infidels. Huh. Have we met before? So what's your plan now? Just kill everything? It sickens me to see things the way they are. Only by destroying everything can the world be rebuilt. Ha 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 ha. Alright. I've never been good at the evil laugh. But that was supposed to be an evil laugh. Alright. I don't like that sort of stuff. Gonna have to smash up your tank, bro. So, this apparently is the final boss section of the game. So, having airstrikes summoned randomly will definitely be a, probably a benefit to me overall at this stage. Let's go summon airstrike. You have 200,000 HP, which is a lot, but it's not as much now. Several like buffs and skill acquisitions in as it would have been like earlier in the game. But after this, I do believe there's going to be a second stage to this fight, possibly a third stage. I can't remember how far we go. Anyway, should I restore Natalie's MP now? I kind of want to. We'll drop one of those. So, you're gonna go and shoot me, which is good because that's a physical attack. Should be weak to thunder, indeed. Oh, that reminds me, do I have a thunder? I don't have a thunder blade. Let's see if you're weak to anything else that Matt can make use of. Thunder, bomb, earth, and ice. Alright, so that's good. So, bomb, I can do. Earth, I can do. Ice, I can do. On that. And you're immune to basically all major status. Alright. Good to know. So, I'm just gonna go switch back into, Heaven's Gate, rather, is the balanced sword, isn't it? Let's go with Heaven's Gate. Alright. It's moderately annoying. Thank you for the healing, and we can continue to call an airstrike. So those are just the small bombs, unfortunate, but we'll make use while we'll make use of of the attacks that we have. So we're getting down to about halfway down on this first stage of tank here. Remind me, do you have a nuke attack? I think Lance has a nuke attack in this game, as he does in the later games. But let's see. I have not yet seen Airstrike activate randomly, by the way. It would be pretty awesome if I could get that to happen somehow. But that doesn't seem to be happening yet. Oh, you know what I could also do is I could also use the ion cannon. That would be fun. Should I do that? Let's use the ion cannon. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to do this later, and I am at pretty good health right now, and I can heal with Matt's power metal if I need it. Oh, I got an achievement for that. That's basically the same animation as it was in the later Epic Battle Fantasy games. Gonna not do that. Shut up, Matt. All right, so we can go and heal that off with power metal. Thank you very much. Didn't do a lot of damage, but... Alright, at least... Alright, there goes Airstrike. Thank you. Not gonna use the limit break yet. And that's gonna take care of, Mr. Tanky over here. Alright, here comes Lance and his various, guns. Is that... Alright, let me count the digits. That's a 1.2 million, so that's a million more health than he had the first time. That's a lot. Alright, so what I'm actually gonna do is I'm not gonna use that yet. I'm gonna wait until I get a chance to buff my attack before doing that. This would not be a bad time to use Pulsar, I think. Again, three enemies on screen. Yeah, that's like not doing anything. Alright. It would actually help me out if you would attack Natalie so that her limit bar fills up. Heal more. That should fully heal Matt after that that buff to the healing moves, right? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna keep calling in Airstrike. Alright, good. That's gonna hit all of them. Alright, so, don't like the sound of that. Let's see. Let's bring my health back. Oh, you know what? I could use Ion Cannon again. I could have used Ion Cannon again and then used Power Metal. And healed off the damage that it did. Maybe I'll do that next time. Is there anything else to summon, though? Is there anything I can do to buff my defenses for the incoming, I don't know if the laser attack that you're going to do is going to be magical or physical. Well, whatever it was... Alright, Matt's going to survive that. Good. Yeah, I don't... Can I get away with using Ion Cannon? This feels stupid, but I'm gonna do it. Alright, Matt, come on, survive. Alright, yeah, there we go. Matt survived. So Matt is going to go and use Power Metal again. And that's not going to heal him fully, but that should heal him enough that he can have a decent chance of surviving this next round. Alright, yeah, very good. We're both running low on our MP, which is something that I'm going to want to start paying attention to. Let's see. I think after this, on this next turn, most likely Natalie is going to be able to use her limit break. Until we get there, Max Ether. Should I use that now? I probably should use that now. Yeah, let's use that now. Before it really becomes a problem. Alright. Alright, Natalie definitely is going to be able to use her limit break now. And Matt, I'm going to have Matt target the side cannon. Switch the turn order. Summon the 7th Heaven. Slash Kayun. Again, it was renamed in, I think, EVF 5. And now Matt should be able to hit the side cannon for a lot of damage. Lance is going to take a lot of damage too. Oh, you're going to summon another one. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm going to have to take down the tank first. Otherwise, it'll keep reviving Lance and or bringing in new weapons. But, let's see. Airstrike. I think I'm going to focus on the body for a while. If I can... Ether. If I can, use the small airstrike that'll target all the targets, then that's great. But otherwise, I really want to worry about the main one first. All right. Thank you very much. We can go and you see. That's gonna lower my accuracy, which I don't really like, but that will be an earth element, and I might be able to get a lot of mileage out of, like, oh god, what's it called? I might be able to get a lot of mileage out of Legend with that. Alright, we'll do it. Legend is a multi-hit move. As for Natalie, if you bring out a third, I'll use Ion Cannon again. But until then, Beholder lowers your defense, massive physical damage. All right, I'll use this. I haven't used it before. This was an old Newgrounds character. I cannot for the life of me remember what game it came from, but that did some pretty good damage. Matt got frozen. Matt got unfrozen. Matt's gonna do some retaliatory damage against the main body of the tank, which is pretty good. Let's see. So let's use Legend on you now and see how much this does. Alright, that's... What was that? That was 6 hits plus... Alright. I want to say that did about 25,000 damage in total. Not nothing, but... It's, still just a drop in the bucket in your total amount of HP. I would like the regen back. Let's go use Heal More again so that I can get the regen back. Alright. And you're frozen. Fortunately, the body of the tank likes to use that machine gun attack, which will, like, unfreeze you when it hits you. Which is, makes it so that you won't actually have to deal with being frozen very often. Should I do that again? I kind of want to do that again. It's probably done, because one of these days it is going to damage me, which I don't really want, but it was a lot of damage. I'll do it again if a third party comes out of the tank. All right, sounds good. So let's go and hit you a couple more times, and you can use the machine gun attack again. Natalie's gonna survive that. Very nice. Let's see. I think Matt is gonna be our primary damage dealer here, but I'll have Natalie use Judgment. Yeah, that's what I'll do. The attacks are coming too fast. I can't actually, count them because they're coming too fast. Let's see, where's Judgment? Judgment's going to be in here. We're going to want to target the body. And that's going to recover me a lot of HP, do a decent chunk of damage to you. No frozen. Alright, now we've got a third party, which means that we can start having some fun. Let's mess with the turn order. Let's summon the Ion Cannon. I love this. More than I should. Alright. That was 30,000 to all three involved, so about 90 plus thousand to all the opponents together, which was definitely pretty good. That did not do as much damage to me as I thought it was going to, so I'm going to use an Ether. And I'm going to do that again on the next turn, assuming that I don't have to do any, major putting things back together after this, which I might. Ooh. Ooh, alright. So, you're revived. You had auto life, which is good. I didn't actually see that you picked that up, but apparently you did. However, yeah, I can't get away with using Ion Cannon right now. So I'm gonna actually have to do some heal more here. Alright. Matt's gonna keep doing his thing. Down to 400,000 damage there. Ow, ow. And there she goes. Alright. This is getting a little harder. Let's use a Water of Life. I got a bunch of those, and I'm gonna use them. This might be a good time for a buff. Oh, I don't have a limit break yet? Alright, fine. Can you attack Matt so that his limit bar fills up? Yeah, like that. Alright, his limit bar isn't filling up as fast as I'd like it to, but we'll take it. Anyway, now Natalie can do her thing, I think. Turn order, limit break. We're gonna get some nice defense out of that for a couple of turns, and then Matt's gonna be able to hit a little bit harder with his legend move here. Or if you pronounce to be funny about it, his leg end move. So that's alright, frozen, machine guns. We're good for now. That's gonna blow up in your face. I am in pretty good health here, so I'm gonna have Natalie summon Ion Cannon again, and that's gonna do a nice chunk to all you guys. And alright. This won't kill any of them, but it should make some good progress. Yes, indeed. And I can put us back together using Power Metal. Power Metal I don't think will kill any of these either. Almost. An attempt was made, but we'll You gonna counter that? You're gonna counter that. Alright. I could do Power Metal again. Natalie needs healing more than me. Alright, I'm not gonna use Power Metal. I'm gonna use an Ether. And yeah, there's quite a few drug references in this game, aren't there? Natalie is going to use Judgment on... Let's do it on this one. Alright, so that took down the one freezer thing. Natalie's in pretty good shape. That is a nuke, indeed. Bit of a problem, but fortunately it doesn't have as much health as the rest of the things that come into. That's gonna take care of the second one. If that thing goes off in like 3 turns, it's game over. So I don't have to do quite as much damage to it as I would otherwise. Let's bring in Meow Meow again. And I think after this I'll have Natalie use a No, you idiots! Alright, whatever. We'll have Natalie use another, Ether or something like that. So, Matt could use a little bit of this. Thank you very much. And I don't know how many turns I have left, but Natalie is going to use an item. I think I got 1 turn left before the nuke goes off after this. Natalie is going to use my last max Ether. Alright, yeah, you got 1 turn left. I really should focus on actually taking this thing out. Let's see. Can I use Legend on you? Have that do a lot of damage? No, unfortunately. This could be a problem. Alright, you gonna go off? Oh no, so the 0 next turn you're gonna go off. Whatever. Fine. We can use the Ion Cannon. Alright, you've got a nuke, I've got a nuke. The tank is almost dead. I'm surprised Lance hasn't come back. I thought he would have been revived after a couple go rounds. But anyway. That takes care of the body. And alright, we didn't actually have to deal with the last nuke. That's great. Middle tier. Alright, so that's normal difficulty. Beating the game on normal difficulty. Good game, guys! Alright, and so in a glorious display of power that the war machine was blown to smithereens, the Earth's greatest threat has not been eliminated. But what of the pilot? The 2 young men have recognized each other's fighting spirit and put their differences behind them. Lance surrendered his uniform and learned the importance of human life. And so the party has gained a 3rd member. The world finally enjoys a long-awaited peace with the 3 legendary heroes watching over it. The end. Wait, there was more text that flashed up for like a frame when I clicked next. I did not see what that said. But anyway, that is Epic Battle Fantasy 2. That actually wasn't quite as long as I remembered it being. That's all right. That was still good. That was still an enjoyable experience. This is just one of those short games that I like to play in between like longer Let's Play projects. Soon enough, we'll be getting to something else. I have plans for 2 games, which I believe I am overdue on playing, as the hint that I'm going to give this time. Before I go, let's go through the art gallery again and see what additional art has shown up here. I believe that after you see the credits roll, there's a couple of Ion Cannon. I believe this is all concept art. I believe not all of this is actually fan art. Yeah, NCH is where Meow Meow came from. I believe the reason that he stopped being featured in Epic Battle Fantasy games, by the way, is because NCH got tired of people assuming that Meow Meow was Matt's character. But like, guys, come on, it has legs. It's clearly not one of Matt's characters. Anyway, So, Zombie Hydra. What's the skull thing? Is that the Zombie Hydra from, like, the front or something? Drew a lot of skulls and stuff back in high school. Guess that's what inspired this guy. I guess so. Anyway, turtles, flybots, reference to Macross Frontier. I do not know what that is. I don't know if that's an anime or what. Your defense is weak, you're dead. Yeah, that's... on the game over screens, I died twice in this game. On the game over screens, whenever you die, you will see a little hint as to what you have to do. Inspired by Metal Slug, named after the movie because people told me the pilot looked like Tom Cruise. Interesting. I've never seen the movie either. Hooray for bitmap tracing. What, did he just like draw over a picture of Earth as seen from the International Space Station or something? The bad end. Communist imagery. Retro costumes. What made from the old Final Fantasy games. Alright. Reminds me of Frodo. Yeah, I guess I can see it. This should happen in every RPG. Plot armor. Shop 2. Shop 0 and Shop 1. Backgrounds. We're gonna go through all the backgrounds now, I guess. That's neat. Happy ending, end of the gallery. Alright. Enough of that. And, do you get an achievement in this game for looking at the credits? No. Actually, I guess we saw the credits earlier after we beat the game. Anyway, that's gonna do it for Epic Battle Fantasy 2. Hopefully in a couple of weeks I should begin properly uploading my, my next Let's Plays. In the meantime, you should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.